Hey. Put down that sandwich. I got a few things to tell you. I just wanted to say thank you all so much for all the support on the last video. It's now my most viewed video of the whole channel, of all 106. And I appreciate all the comments and likes that everybody left. It really means the world to me. And I appreciate you watching this one as well. And back to the main video. Gentlemen, this is going to be a bot-only run. Now, the reasoning behind this, and something I did not touch on the last video, is because anytime I come up with a new HellDiver challenge or attempt to run a certain loadout for a video, I test it out on level 5 difficulty. Mainly because that's a good, in my opinion, that's a good middle ground to see if something will work or if something needs to be tweaked or changed or something like that. But either way, I tried it on the bugs and I couldn't even complete the objective. So we're just going to ignore the bugs for this video. Mostly because the laser rifle and the laser pistol both suck so bad that if you actually enjoy using them, you're lying to yourself and you're lying to Super Earth. Okay? Anyway, let's jump into the build. For the laser only run, I recommend you only attempt this on cold planets because honestly that's the only viable option for these pieces of shit wannabe weapons. Let's start on the drip. Since there isn't any armor that helps with energy weapons or anything like that, I went with the Savior of the Free set, but you can run any armor you please. As for the weaponry, in case I need to explain to you how a fucking laser-only run works, primary is laser rifle, secondary laser pistol, grenades is the G6 frag, just for the fabricators and often the occasional heavy devastator. Then for the stratagems, we're running the orbital laser, laser cannon, and guard dog rover. For the 4th slot, I tested the orbital precision strike on level 1, found out it wasn't an energy weapon, it was an actual fucking cannon, so I ran the EMS strike instead of it as a support stratagem for the rest of the run. Terminate the illegal broadcast. On level 1, I dropped in, found this railgun, remembered how they neutered my little boy, and quickly dropped it. Sadly, the laser cannon cannot destroy structures, so I had to manually turn off this propaganda. Now, we can't really get a good idea of how shit the laser rifle is because we're just killing the grunts here. But soon you'll see why I have a disdain for energy weapons. After terminating that broadcast, I left. Level 2. Eliminate 2 Devastators. This is the first death of the run and also the introduction of the death counter you'll see in the corner. Due to a contact mine. A skill issue, I know. Dropped back in, blew up that fabricator, threw a laser on the other one. Everyone has the Eagle 110 rocket pods at the time of recording this, so I used them here and there to save me some time. Pause. Now, I know I said I'd court-martial you for anything like this last video. But this is my channel and my challenge, so think fast, chuckle nuts. Anyway, I continued to fight towards the Devastators before I got sniped by a fucking marauder, apparently. Dropped back in, and now you can really see why I hate the laser rifle. Let me just toss up a little timer right here and show you how fucking long it took me to kill 2 berserkers. Let's watch this at 2x speed. Yep, what a couple of hunks of shit. Anyway, killed 1 Devastator, wasted more time activating the SAM site, which doesn't work worth a shit. Killed the 2nd Devastator, then I left. Level 3. Mission 1. Upload escape pod data. Level 3 was where I found out the laser cannon can open container doors. So that's neat. And that leads me into my next tip if you ever plan on torturing yourself by using this build. Try to engage enemies at medium to short range. Number 1, because you don't have enough damage to kill them at close range. And then you also can't engage at long range because for some fucking reason a laser rifle has the recoil equivalent of a battle rifle. Why? I don't know. I don't work at Arrowhead. Anyway, chilled on this escape pod till the data uploaded, almost died to a forklift, realigned this satellite, tossed a laser in on that base, and I left. Mission 2. Search and destroy. Landed on this fabricator, killed the rest, destroyed a bunch of shit with the laser cannon, which I'll go ahead and say is the only saving grace of this loadout because it's actually fun to use and a useful tool against the bots. You'll see more of that later. I turned on this satellite, destroyed this base, got shot in the chest, stemmed, and apparently offed myself in the process. I'm guessing I just stabbed my jugular instead of my vein. Rookie mistake, I know. Dropped back in, lasered this base, killed more shit, left. Level 4. Mission 1, Emergency Evacuation. Dropped in, got bitch slapped by this rocket boy. Lasered his face, got hit with more rockets, chilled in this corner while I was having Vietnam flashbacks. Then got hit with more rockets and fucking died. Dropped back in, continued to fight for my life, got stuck between some steps, unstuck myself, got bitch slapped again, ran around him to get my stuff back, got thunder cunted into a pointy rock, dropped back in, got insta-killed by more rocket boys, dropped in again, ran for dear life away from 3 dual chainsaw wielding maniacs before finally calling in a hell bomb and blowing up this pain in my ass. Uploaded some escape pod data, then continued on to the objective. Still fighting for my life every step of the way. And can I just say that the orbital laser is my clutch stratagem as well as the EMS strike. Because surprisingly enough, the laser cannon kills Hulks in just about 2 seconds. Just hold it on the visor and they fall apart like off-brand Legos. I completed the objective and had to remove another stratagem blocker. I proceeded to fight for my dear life again at 1 HP until I was chased down by a brawler whom I can only assume was a Viet Cong in his past life, the way he sprinted toward me wielding sharp things. Finished that off and proceeded to defend Exfil like I was the last soldier getting ready to meet God as the helo took its sweet ass time coming to save me. Then I left. Mission 2. Conduct Geological Survey. Holy shit, this is going to be a long one. Anyway, I dropped in and was apparently in the range of enemy artillery. I smacked this goober in half. Also, I'm still in range of enemy artillery. Almost died. Did I say I was in range of enemy artillery? Well, I still am. Blew that fucker into the sky. Hey, guess what? I'm still in range of enemy artillery. Fucking died to the last strider. Dropped back in, and I'm still in range of enemy artillery.
Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery.
Made my way up this hill with my fucking undies in a wad with how angry I was. So I called a laser down on these shitters and got rid of the enemy artillery. Called down the Great Liberty Probe. You know there's a good joke to be made there, but I'm gonna just let you figure that one out. Verified that ore vein, made my way to the main objective. Found a heavy base, so I called down another piss beam onto it. Also, that is the new name of the orbital laser. It is now the orbital piss beam. You are welcome. Then I got an extra large lobotomy from that turret, but apparently I killed myself, so skill issue. Dropped back in, counter-pissed that cannon with my cannon. There's another good joke there, but I'll let you make it. Finally made it to the main objective and got to work taking back my minerals. I finished the objective and found a dead terminid on an automaton planet. What does that mean, you ask? Well, you see, it's whenever the Illuminati come one day, then the terminids, the automatons, they're going to work together and they're going to focus on us. It's going to be war on 3 fronts. And before I get put in the Grippy Sock Hotel, let's finish this video first. I used my cannon to blast that Hulk's face, then threw another piss beam down to make exfil easier, then left. Level 5, Mission 1, Eradicate Automaton Forces. Every time I try one of these builds out, I always struggle on these missions. And it might be because I do it solo, but honestly, it's more like the builds I'm trying just are not good for crowd control. The pyro wasn't that bad, but that's just because everything's on fire. I dropped in and got to killing. Almost died to the Heavy Devastator, which is the scariest thing when running the laser build because of their dipshit riot shield. But then I guess I shattered my ankle on this jump, allowing that little fucker to slice me up. Dropped back in, got my stuff, fought around this corner until my tiny piss cannons overheated and got sawed down like a sapling. Then I landed back on this rock, which I then abused until I completed the mission. Somehow, the automatons were able to phase through the solid rock and shoot me. Those commie bastards and their damn commie magic. I waited for my orbital piss beam to recharge and just prayed that it would complete the mission for me, which it did. Also, in case you thought the rocket pods helped me at all, it took 3 rocket pods just to kill this one Hulk. Just for the last one, it's a danger close game enemy. Dropped back onto the shuttle and left. Mission 2, Retrieve Valuable Data. Dropped into actually no bots, surprisingly enough. Got my SSSD, which contained my valuable data. Since I can only use my secondary while carrying the SSSD, it only reinforced the fact that the laser pistol is so shit that if Jesus Harold Christ himself gave it to me, I would give it back and tell him to stop playing with me. Anyway, I continued carrying the SSSD until I got sewer slide bombed by a jetpack wearing maniac. Dropped back in and delivered the SSSD. Finished that up, piss beamed another big base, and cleared it out. Now, something that I did find satisfying was how I could just literally graze the jump pack bots or the assault marauders with their little antenna thingies, and they just explode. So that's pretty neat. But every other gun also does that, so fuck the laser gun. Then I piss beamed this Hulk's face and left. Mission 3: Search and Destroy. Landed in the middle of bumfuck me right next to a spotting beacon, called my almighty piss beam down to save me, and managed to survive by the skin of my nuts just to get eviscerated by a cannon and shredded by laser fire. Came back and finished off that outpost, found another stratagem blocker that needed removing from existence, so I got shredded by this riot shield using little bitch twice. Finally aired the place out and GTFO'd out that mode. Level 6. Mission 1. Eradicate automaton forces again. Go ahead and put your predictions in now if this time is going to be better than the last time. It was mostly uneventful until I got a quick buzz cut from this asshole who refused to die. I dropped back in, got another buzz cut before getting stomped out like a cockroach. Dropped back in, dove into a flamethrower, died. Dropped back in, but this time ran dick first into another flamethrower. Dropped in for the last time, completed the mission, and then I lightly jogged onto the exfil shuttle. Mission 2. Conduct another geological survey. I hope that if we take enough minerals from these surveys, we can finally bring the railgun back to its former glory. But this was actually an uneventful mission, to say the least. I shot a hell bomb, so that was cool. Called that probe in, came into range of enemy artillery, lasered that shit before I went mentally insane. Well, more than I already am. Called in the second probe, collected the samples from the final objective, then left. And honestly, this run is becoming more tedious for me than anything. Moving on. Mission 3. Sabotage air bases. Finally, a mission we haven't done yet. Surely, this'll be exciting. I landed into hell, dropped my piss beam, and died. This was also the first level that featured the gunships, which scared the shit out of me because I had no idea if the laser cannon could kill them. So I beelined to that fabricator to destroy it. Not before one gunship could kill me though, that little fucker. And yet, to my surprise, the laser cannon actually destroys gunships fairly quickly, aiming at the main body, and then if you target the thrusters, it's actually very quick how fast you can kill them. After removing that abomination to God from this rock, I made my way to destroy the control tower. Blew up another hell bomb, destroyed the control tower, and hid behind this rock whilst my piss beam killed everything for me. And then I left. Level 7, Mission 1. Eradicate automaton forces. Time for me to be honest with you guys again. I'm glad I failed this shit. I'll go ahead and put up all 6 deaths on screen here, but like, this shit was just unbearable. So no, I could not run the HellDivers Gauntlet with only lasers. So, in conclusion, fuck the laser pistol, fuck the laser rifle, and actually the laser cannon wasn't bad. It's actually pretty viable in higher levels as long as you have a good team, but that's besides the point. And I'd like to thank you all for watching, and have a great rest of your day.